One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Gun. Hey, wait. Get up! Hey, south! 20!
He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Let's go. Get up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. He's back to throw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Gun. 20! Let's go!
Back to throw. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And now out comes Houston. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. First throw in OT for Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Watson, operating from the gun, and incomplete here on 3rd down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Green the line! Green the line! Tiger! Come back! Come back!
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Hey, let's go! Gun! Let's go!
Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll be a pickup of just 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Freeman again, a first down carry. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Gun. 21.
On second down, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Falcons on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from Houston.